Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the LA Dodgers and the Minnesota Twins. Twins baseball starts now. Kenta Maeda gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Stepping in, Mookie Betts. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, this is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's they've played pretty well here. They got their fans excited about last night's W. Let's see if they can complete the sweep today.
You know, you always want to you want to get greedy, D-Row, when you win the first game of a 2-game set, particularly when you're playing at home. And this team is a really good home team, so the odds are in their favor that they've got a good chance to pull off this sweep.
Next for the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First pitch on its way. Maeda, previously a member of the Dodgers ball club. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Bellinger, base runner at first with 1 out. And he fouls this one off. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Rosario. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Here's Corey Seeger. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Left side, but well foul.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Peterson hits a little over the 270 mark. The set and the 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Bottom of the first, straight ahead, we are scoreless on the show. Julio Urias, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. 1 out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And it's fouled away. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's Nelson Cruz now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Cruz is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Popped him up. Garver is under it, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Mitch Garver.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Matt Beatty, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. The average has been good, 306 to start the day. 9 homers and 38 runs batted in. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to the Dodgers left fielder.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's set. Here's the 3-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth.
Next up for Los Angeles, Gavin Lux. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look. Now the pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And Donaldson will put this away, and that retires the side. Dodgers leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Josh Donaldson. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike one. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rosario hits a little over the 270 mark. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. The 2-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Miguel Cino is on deck. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that's low, ball 4.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Miguel.
The next twin up, Miguel Cino. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the stretch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Luis Arias. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Oh, that's pitch out.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Caleb Hamilton. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. 1-1. Hamilton stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
1-2. Here it is. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Twin strand a pair. Will move to the third with no score. Into the box now, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Mookie Betts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Third inning, no score to this point. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. At the plate, Justin Turner, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Pitch on the way. Popped up. Hamilton has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're just about set to go here as the Twins come to bat in the third inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank first in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Here it comes on 1-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Three balls and two strikes to the Twins center fielder.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he'll get back in safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch inside. The throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
The 1-1. Right side, but it's well foul. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Polanco stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-1. And that misses, 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Ready with the 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. And that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Next at the plate will be Corey Seeger. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Lifted the other way to left center. Buxton is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batter, the designated hitter, Josh Peterson.
1 gone now in the Dodger 4th, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. Here comes the first pitch. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And he fouls this one off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fastball well outside. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And these 2 guys have both displayed their power arms so far, with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Striding in once again, Mitch Garver, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here's the pitch.
Whoa, that's down. Oh, that's off the plate.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Two and 2 to the Dodgers catcher. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Dodgers down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario.
Here it comes. In there for strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
A bouncer up the middle, reined in, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Cino.
Now to the plate, Miguel Cino, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him, and that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Ryan.
Stepping in now, Luis Arias. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Caleb Hamilton. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will get this one. The 3-2 one more time. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. Arias is on his way home. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. The 0-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Hit to short. Right to him. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Dodgers. The first
so stepping in, Matt Beatty. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Ground ball foul down the left side. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact and he'll get another chance. The next 0-2. This one's down to third. Throw gets him. 2 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. At the plate, Gavin Lux. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ross Stripling will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 68, Ross Stripling.
Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. It was a walk in his last trip.
The shortstop, Jorge.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
0-1.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Nelson Cruz.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there, north of 7, 8 pitch ABs. Sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Nobody out, runner on first. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The third baseman, number 24, Donaldson.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-0. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And that's hitting 1-on-1 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
First and second now, 1 man out. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And it's fouled away. To short, hit hard. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to short. Ah, way to get dirty. The throw to first. Got him.
Now back, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So here's Cody Bellinger. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find a feel for that thing moving forward.
Bases are empty, one man out. 2 tight with that one. 3-0.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
The 3-0 pitch. Changeup too low. He walked him.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
Settling in now, Justin Turner. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Runners on first with one down. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Throw into third. And he is in there.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here's Corey Seeger as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On its way is pitch number 75.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. In there, 2-1.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
From the belt, the pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll get through into right. As he comes up in the clutch, it's a base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he's also responsible for the 3 men on base, and he'll need some big-time help here to preserve a no decision. Devin Smeltzer is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out.
Gavin Lux.
At the plate now, Mitch Garver, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Smeltzer is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
He'll come to the plate with it. They get the force at the plate, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So they tried for the old 1-2-3 double play there, but it didn't quite get moving quickly enough. I'm sure they'll be content to take the out at the plate, however. Now at the plate, Matt Beatty. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Right side, hit hard. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
Leading off.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The first baseman, Miguel Cino.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. The windup and the 0-1. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Luis Arias. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Betts, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his third hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
At the plate, Caleb Hamilton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the 1-0. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Here's the 2-1. When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, The right fielder, Max.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Max Kepler. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Line drive base hit. Arias isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. We're through 6 full. Minnesota leads this one 2-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and in to hit next it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Now batting, number 48.
In now, Gavin Lux. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Mookie Betts. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here comes the first pitch. Low for ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. That evens it up 1-1.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Ready for another shot now, Justin Turner. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In his career, Turner has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. Here's the 1-0. 1-1 the count. One and one. Here it is.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Two and two. Here it is. He stays alive. Still 2-2. Two and two. The pitch.
3-2. 2 out. Runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Twins 2 and the Dodgers 1. Blake Trinan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Blake Trinan.
Last half of the 7th here, and next the dangerous power threat, Nelson Cruz.
Designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here's another 1-2. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 24, Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. First offering on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Trinan has over 40 innings on his line so far, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. The 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. The 1-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 23 for him thus far, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Cino.
So the big bat of Miguel Cino digs in next,
as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here it comes. Left side of the infield into the shift. Scooped up. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. Minnesota's out in front 3-1. Trevor May has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Corey Seeger. It was a walk in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Standing in now, Jock Peterson. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. May, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch-out of the game.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Mitch Garver. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Look out, 1-1.
On the ground up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe.
Hey, Debro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. 1st and 3rd, 1 out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there, right? A nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
A.J. Pollock will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. At the plate, Matt Beatty, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1.
1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
2-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Now the 2-1 is strike two swinging.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Fouled away. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Runners are at first and third, one away. Hit hard up the middle. And he has delivered on 3 and 2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he missed with it. It's 1 and 2. High and deep to right center. Kepler's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 48.
Sergio Romo enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Sergio Romo.
Gavin Lux will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
And he takes a cold strike 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And this is low, ball 2. 2 and 1. Gets the sign, the 2 and 1. This is on the ground over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Twins are in front, 3-2. Joe Kelly is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Austin Barnes is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 15, Austin Barnes.
Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Luis Arias.
The second baseman, Luis Arias.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 0-1 delivery to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready now, Caleb Hamilton. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Oh, had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Byron Buxton.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We've played 8 full. Twins lead it 3-2. Tyler Duffy comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Mookie Betts.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And right into the shift, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
In now, Justin Turner. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set and the pitch.
Ball inside.
One out, one on in a one-run game. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 1-1 home is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 2-2 the count. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
In now, Corey Seeger as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jock Peterson. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
From the stretch. Looking at his career totals, Peterson is sitting on 150 home runs to this point in his career. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way.
2-2.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Once again, a 3-2. Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
So here's Austin Barnes as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And he's in a great spot. Tying run at third with a chance for a ball into the outfield to give his guys the lead. And he fouls this one off. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Scott Alexander has been summoned here and will try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Alexander.
To the plate now, Matt Beatty.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two out, bases loaded. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. He's set. The 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
He's set. The 3-2, and it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Now batting, Chris Taylor. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You know, he just doesn't have command of where he's throwing the ball right now. I mean, that pitch was supposed to be on the outside part of the plate, and when you miss by that much, something's off.
Alexander, 30 years of age. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Digging in, Gavin Lux. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. But the throw is well up the line, and a 2nd run's going to score.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Buxton is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ball game. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Twins 3.
Leading off for the Twins.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Max Kepler. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Counts 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a liner. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in once again, Jorge Polanco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Two balls, two strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Betts. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it into third with a one-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Nelson Cruz. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that pitch is up. Ball, that's in.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Here he comes on 2-0.
Ball three.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
And that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Kenley Jansen comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Donaldson. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 home. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Going back is Bellinger. On the warning track, he makes the catch. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Well, this ends up being a sac fly, but you've got to love the effort out there. Sacrificed his body to make that catch, and I'll tell you, that didn't feel good. probably saved extra bases by making that play.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers are going to get out of here with a split in this brief two-game series as this ball game is over.
This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. Two evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
7-4 the final finish today. The Dodgers capitalized on a huge ninth inning on the way to the win. Joe Kelly gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Twins, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Our paid attendance at Target Field this afternoon, 38,649. The Twins thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.